Hey everybody, here we are, and we're roaming and ramble. We're just gonna try to talk about mini PCs today. They seem to be taking off. They use a lot less power, though they are getting more powerful. They will still use far less power, and they're starting to give performance that's somewhat acceptable for gaming and always acceptable for streaming and rendering of content, as most people are doing these days. I'd be really interested actually in reviewing one or two of these, but we don't have the money right now. I know these companies are sending them out to people, and maybe one of them will spot us. And get one out our way. I don't know, you never know, right? We would just be thrilled to show these off and give them a fair shake for sure. As you can see, the prices, we got the V-Link, it's got the Ryzen 5560U 4.0 gigahertz processor. Comes with Windows 11, 16 gigabytes of RAM. This thing's only it would only be $359 with a $100 coupon added. They were getting really reasonable. It's on a limited time deal here for $367 for the V-Link for Mini PC with the same processor, same speed, same RAM, $367. These are great deals. You can't beat this. If you were going to buy a big old gaming PC, you'd be paying out $1,000, $2,000, $4,000. You'd have a power supply between 400 and 500 watts. These things are running 35 and 45 watts of power, and they're getting some pretty good results. Yes, they are better in enterprise, but the streaming community is getting into these. They are buying they're buying more than one. You can run up to 3 screens on one PC. The big thing is you can take these and you can run them with your PS5 or your Xbox or Nintendo, whatever you want. You can stream with the PC, play on the game. Your 80-inch big screen TV can be your monitor. And so this is becoming the big thing. I mean, you can plug a smaller monitor in, and you can plug the large TV in. You can play the game where you're at with a green screen or not. And I find this intriguing. We've been using the small form factor Dell, but this 4th generation processor, the closer we get to the end of life, maybe some other people have noticed this, but the closer we get to end of life on Windows 10, every update, the processor speed is throttled down more and more, so that it's running like I don't know what you'd call a lame duck, more and more every month. And really, we started noticing it this last update really slowed things down horrendously. So we are definitely into new PCs, and my wife, she works in the employment industry, and all of their machines are Windows 10 and aged, and she said the office is filling up with these mini PCs. They're showing up more and more. This is how they're replacing a lot of their older Windows 10 equipment. They're not going to pay those exorbitant fees that Microsoft wants. We'll call it extortion dollars or whatever they are doing there. But to get upgraded in an affordable manner without spending $1,000 for each or $2,000 each for laptops, because these guys do their work from home or in the office, you can pick this puppy up and stick it in your pocket like a cell phone, pretty much. You bring it home, you plug it into your TV, hook up your wireless keyboard and mouse, you're good to go. You just need to turn on the VPN and they're supercharged because they run basically off of a company server and Microsoft Office, or 365, whatever. I mean, their meeting room is Teams, so they're pretty much all Microsoft and OneDrive, and obviously a lot of their data is kept on company servers because there's a lot of different places around Canada where they operate. Anyway, these things are very affordable, and I don't know what others are thinking of them at this point, but yeah, I'm watching more and more people review these since the pandemic, and I would be really interested in giving some of these a review. I mean, we can't use the really lower end stuff. I mean, we can't have the Celeron or less than 16 gigabytes of RAM. We do gaming and we do game streaming and we do a lot of grinding on the editing and stuff. And I got to tell you, some of our machines were upgraded to Windows 11 and they worked very well, but they only lasted like 9 months. And then mostly what happens is video drivers, just one morning you wake up and the computer will still boot, but there's no video, period. And when you can't see what's on your laptop, and those video cards are welded in, there's not much you can do. And considering you can buy some of these older 4th generation machines that are really still got a lot of life left in them, but for some reason Microsoft wants them dead. I don't know. But and they are, some of the last machines that can be tore apart and upgraded consumer-wise. That's what these mini PCs have going for them. They open up easy. They can be upgraded by the user. I mean, these guys, some of these can be upgraded to 64 gigabytes of RAM, and you can start with a 2 terabyte SSD, and you can add another one. There's room to add a second SSD, a SATA drive. And like I said, they come with HDMI ports to run 1, 2, 3 monitors, whatever you want. And some of them are the price point of not even $300. Okay, we got, like I said, if you're into really gaming and video editing and stuff, you want to avoid the Celeron. But here's an Adler Lake Intel, which is a Celeron, 16 gigabytes of RAM, Windows 11 Pro. It has Wi-Fi and everything else to go with it. For a limited time, it's only $231. Now, if you're not a big-time streamer or content creator, you're destined to email and surfing the web and watching your social media and whatnot. You just want to replace your your Fire Stick or something like that, and you'd like something with a little bit more oomph to it. That mini PC right there for $231 will last you the rest of your life on your television, I might bet. For $200 you can't go wrong. It will stream anything you want in 4K, including YouTube and Netflix, Prime, all of them. You can still surf the web, check your email. You can still get all Microsoft services or all Google services you want to use for free. It doesn't have to be obviously Microsoft. That's just, I mean, Office 365 is the way of the world, I think, but Google does the same job. Whether you're, I guess Google does the same job whether you're enterprise or home, really. The thing that I think Google is making a mistake with is that they're going to start charging to use Chrome. They're starting with business, $6 a month to use a Chrome browser for enterprise. Once you start paying for the browser and all the services behind it, I don't know if the internet is going to remain as popular as it is for home in any way. I think everything will move to cell phone, and that'll be the end of it. So cell phone does technically use a browser too sometimes if you want, but your apps are still the way to go. And I think in essence, that's what Google and even Microsoft is aiming for. They want less people using the browser, more people using the app, which are basically just each one is a different web browser with a different website attached to it. Basically, that's what an app is. But yeah, hey, if any of you guys are out there, Camru, UXX, B-Link, any of them, Max Pro, there's so many here. We'd be happy to review these for you. I don't have the cash to actually come out, and here's a Dream Quest. We don't have the cash right now to lay down for these. We've had some pretty good expenses, being a single income family of 4. We are going to be looking for some new equipment very soon. We have got one new laptop in the recent weeks, but we are looking for at least 2 to 3 more replacement PCs or laptops or whatever, and even some phones. So, like I said, we do some pretty heavy daily vlogging with our phones and other stuff, and we do some rendering, videos. Mostly we use CapCut, but I like to use other stuff too. When we got the machines with the oomph to really dig into other types of programs. We do a lot of game streaming. Well, not a lot, but at least an hour a day of game streaming. We don't use the big heavy-duty games. We do the stuff gets a little bit easier on the processor, Magic the Gathering and Roblox and stuff. We might get into some older stuff like Bendy and Ink Machine and stuff like that, retro games. But these are really, really worthwhile. I don't know what anybody, like I said, I don't know what anybody thinks of the subject that we're talking on today. I wanted to get a live out here, and we're looking at new equipment. We're looking for at least one new phone, and we're looking for some new laptops and PCs. One of them has to be a PC because my eyesight's not what it used to be. At almost 66 years old, I need the big monitor to really use this stuff the way it should be used. But we are really digging these Mini PCs. Anybody got any opinions on them? We'd be happy to hear it, for sure. That is where we're at with this morning so far. I wished I had more. I wish I actually had one of these that we could be reviewing right now and unboxing, but we absolutely do not. It's been a couple of rough months. Increase in prices and everything. It's going to take more time to save and talk more about these. We are in the process right now, if I sound a little bit distracted, of getting our stream shared out better. Seems to not be I don't know if YouTube is not recommending our Coffee and Ramble or what the deal is, but we're not getting the interest that we should, for sure. So we're just gonna share this out to Facebook and other places and see where it gets us. So in case you're wondering, yes, we are roaming and ramble. It's been a while since we did a Coffee and Ramble, but I figured we'd do it this way and see what people thought of the new Mini PCs, because we are recommending them when we go online and we talk about the end of Windows 10 and what's it. We make sure people know that the Mini PCs are out there and they're on fire. The sale of Mini PCs is picking up. And yeah, there's a lot of rumors about them, a lot of them coming out of China and supposedly with Trojans and viruses and stuff like that. But I guess in reality, and I know this causes a problem for a lot of people, it was one company, one brand of actual Mini PC that anybody's ever found a problem with. And that, since it was reported, has since been taken care of. The company's the Ace Magic, they are pretty serious about their product, and they do market it as a live stream gaming machine. And I mean, as soon as it was reported by reviewers who came in with viruses, they went out and purchased others shortly after that absolutely were cleaned up. But yeah, we've been recommending these for a while. These are the way you can, if you're going to spend $2,000 on a big old PC that uses 500 watts, or you can get 6 of these for the same price. Who needs 6 PCs, right? If you buy 2, you got one, you got a spare. That's the way I see it. And you still see it. And I mean, some of these are under $300. So if you spend under $600 for 2, and you would have put $2,000 into one of those big old PCs, you still got money left to buy some new cameras and some new microphones and other stuff that content creators use every day. This is where we're at right now because of what Microsoft is doing. Our 4th generation machines that we've been using since COVID and beyond back are pretty much just slowing them down. And we got a couple of cell phones here from 2019 that Google is simply no longer going to support. They're not nothing on them is updated. They don't make apps for them no more. And the cameras aren't all that good either. And what we do for our vlogging, walk vlogs and our lives and stuff like that, there are better quality cameras with better stability that we could be using. So that's where we're at now with this. But yeah, if you guys know any of these Mini PC makers who want to have their product reviewed, I'm sure we could do that. I would not mind reviewing one of these or 2 of these somehow for sure. Not at all. In fact, one of our more important things we used to do, we were a blogger a long time ago. We weren't doing this video stuff for quite a while because blogs were more important. We had the electronic blog. You guys can send them to our YouTube channel if you leave the messages in our chat, or they could get a hold of us on our JADIRI79 JADRI79 at gmail.com. We are willing to look at any serious offer to review these things because we think they're the future. It's like electric cars, using less energy, lowering your carbon footprint and stuff like that. These mini PCs are going to take us there as well. The amount of pollution that running these big PCs and stuff can cause is incredible. When you start lowering it down to 45 watts, these PCs down to 45 watts with all their accessories attached and almost matching what your $4,000 computer is doing, and you're not polluting the environment as bad. This is definitely why these small form factors, in fact, Dell started it. We got a small form factor Dell here. Dell and these other companies started the small factor long ago. These guys are just picking it up and making them smaller and smaller and more powerful without using less power. Thanks to some of the new CPU technology and stuff like that. And I always watched, there's a question out there on the internet, who actually won the CPU war? Was it Intel i5s or was it the AMD Ryzen? And I'm going to tell you right now, from everything that I've been seeing and all my experience, I've used both Intel and AMD. If you're into gaming and you're into streaming, Ryzen has been the only way to go for a long time. I mean, the i5 has a lot of good in its column as well, but the Ryzen has been the best for even without a GPU for being able to get the job done. Like I said, some of these are really good deals. It's $230. There you got the Intel Celeron. These are great for business. If the only thing you're doing is Office 365 and data entry, VoIP calls and stuff like that, these are probably just what you need. But you're going to have to go with those AADM Ryzen CPUs if you want to boost that power and start doing the gaming and stuff. Like I said, we've been looking. We've got a couple tagged in our, even in our gift list, which anybody watching can find in the links on most of our videos, our Amazon gift list. We've got a couple, and even though, you could purchase something on somebody's gift list, these are even, you can look at them as recommendations, things that we would recommend, like the SER Mini, Windows 11 Pro Ryzen, the 5560U, 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4, 500 gigabyte of NVMe, the M2 SSD, triple display. This one is definitely on my list. with $100 off, it would only be $359. You cannot beat that. And I've seen reviews on this playing some of the higher end games. Yes, it's not heavy, kick butt stuff, but it definitely does your 30 and 60 FPS on some of your toughest games. And if that's not good enough for you, you can use your Sony PlayStation to play the game and use this just to stream your game. Most people aren't doing game streaming though. Game streaming is somewhat falling to the wayside, even on Twitch. A lot of people are playing the games, but they're not streaming them anymore. In fact, game streaming has split off so much that Twitch has been on us to get some guests together and bring Coffee and Ramble to Twitch. And that's if I had a better machine, I would be running that 24 hours a day on Twitch. If I could, I would be find people who want to have their stuff on my channel, and I would put it on StreamYard, 3, 4, 5, 6 live streams all in one, 24 hours a day. It does definitely take. I would have to have several actual PCs for that, though, not just one, because one is always busy rendering and doing our everyday content creation, editing, and all that stuff. In order to run a 24-hour channel, you need a dedicated machine just for that. This is what we're up to, guys. This is what we're looking at. This is the future of computing, and we're out right now looking for new devices that will take us at least 3 to 5 years into the future. And there is a good possibility we are looking at 2 or 3 of these mini PCs. They can run, as you can see with this V-Link right here, the FER7, they can run up to $900 and have GPUs built into them and everything else and still be pocket size. But you don't have to have them that high, and from what we can tell, from what we're seeing with these new AMD chips, the GPUs aren't even necessary anymore. And if they are, you can get them external. That'd be another $150, $300 for an external GPU that plugs in a USB port. Because it's like a second processor. That's exactly what it is. If you would, if you've got something to say, or you think you've got something to add to the conversation about mini PCs, you just drop some comments, and we'll have them show up, or we could even send you an invite and have you right here live with us. Gonna get back and change up some of the change up the music a little bit here, and So we're talking about mini PCs today, but the conversation has changed. We can talk about anything you like. If you'd like to talk about your views on the new Android phone or any particular situation at the moment. You're upset with Windows over their end of life plan for Windows 10. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got a thought on it. We are here for you guys. Anyways, if there's anybody out there listening to part of these companies, you want to get a review, could see that we get one of these. We'll do a review and fix you right up, because we believe that these mini PCs are the future of computing. I don't see, after being able to go this small with so much less power and do so much, I don't see it falling backwards to the giant machines of yesterday again. I really don't. Not that they don't exist, not that some guys don't think that those big machines are where it's at, because they certainly are still out there. But how long is it going to be before Microsoft or Apple or one of these other companies or Linux makes your machines obsolete again? That $4,000, $10,000 invested, it's going to make you want to cry. You only got $300 and it goes 4 or 5 years. You've got your money's worth. You've got more than your money's worth. I wish I could say we have somebody in line to come and talk with us on this subject, but we absolutely do not. I have a lot of friends out there, but they're not discussing this. In fact, they're not discussing much of anything these days. They're just living in sticker shock awe. Scared of what the future holds, and you can't really blame them in any way, shape, or form at all. But we can't go through life like that. Life is lived every day, and it's as short as people think it is. It's still not that short. Not that short at all. And we're still staring out somewhat. Trying to drum up all of our viewers. They seem to be sleeping out there this morning. I don't know what it is with the viewers on YouTube. You think you're out there because you're getting, 500,000, 3,000 views every hour, but it seems like they're just looking at other things on your site. They're not really into your live. And when they really get into my live, when I go vertical. But I thought it would be better to do it this way for the moment. Maybe we will do a vertical live later. right now we're going to be here and do it this way. All right, so we've definitely told you about the Mini PC situation. Like I said, you guys can, you got any interest in having a review done on our channel, we will set that up for you. You just have to see we get one of your Mini PCs, and we'll give you the review. You can contact us at our JAGIRI79 Jaggery79@gmail.com, or you can contact us here on YouTube. We'll do your review. We have a whole team here that we can put together an unboxing and a review of your equipment. No problem at all. Anyways, I think we're going to end this for now. I hope you liked it. I hope you give us a like and a follow, subscribe. And please, if you can, always, we try to keep our streams and our videos, you know, an hour and lower, usually 25 minutes. Try to watch them through. Really helps. Really helps get us the watch hours built up. We are 11 years here, not monetized, guys, not monetized, because we cannot make the hours required for viewing, even with all the thousands and thousands of views we get on our musical shorts. The hours do not rise up here, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Anyway, we'll be back. We always are. Till then, you guys take care. We'll see you on the other side, probably with magic in a little bit. Bye-bye.